Alright, guys, let me stress out today a topic which now is full of YouTube, social media, everything, of course, regarding Lumix cameras nowadays, because this is the latest camera release, basically, which is very interesting and important in the camera world, and that's overheating. And I was talking about it in the previous videos where I was stressing out or reviewing S1 series cameras, and especially in the last one when I said, what do you expect from those cameras to do? Of course they overheat if you push them to some kind of limits. And I would say, and this is not a rant against YouTubers or against users more likely, or even against the brands. I think this is more like a stress out thing and rant against the logics, let's say, because I think we want so much impossible. We expect too much and we want everything minimalistic and more power. But unless MacBooks, for example, it's almost impossible to achieve technically, even with funds and so on. And we want the solutions for everything in one little box. For everything and for everything to be done perfectly. And yet it's impossible. And then I see the reviews of the guys who are going about the overheating thing with cameras, and it overheats on the pure sun. It couldn't record more than 30 minutes or 18 minutes, even though in 8K and in 6K open gate and 6K 50 and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, like it's a pity that it cannot do it. But did you really took this camera for doing the whole day shooting if it's a hybrid camera? And when I was a little bit younger, I was like, why we need on set when we are shooting those huge crazy cameras, expensive, why don't we use, I don't know, mirrorless bodies or then the DSLR bodies? It's like, yeah, because they can do the job for little clips, they can do the job for some particular work. But if you want to do a live show, for example, you need something what you can really relate to, what it's relatable, what it's made for that exact purpose. Specialized tool. It's specialized tool. If you have a hybrid, it's called hybrid, but it also can call itself a compromise. It's still a photo camera, and all of those hybrid bodies, most of them, I would even say all of them, are more photo cameras and then video cameras, with few exceptions. In Lumix world, it's this GH series, which has a smaller chip, so the chance that it will overheat, it's small. Bigger chip, bigger heat. More power, bigger heat. More all-over speed, bigger heat. Higher readout speeds, or saving speeds, how to record speeds. Overheating. And that's why all the other cameras which are specialized are huge, or much bigger box, or they are having big fan inside of them, like FX3, which is specialized tool for video making, reliable. But reliable because it was made for it primarily, only almost, I would say. And you can say like, okay, Lumix doesn't have this camera in the lineup yet. It has S1H, S5 series, S5 II series. It's still not there because it can still overheat. It's not made for the whole day shooting, but it can do a little bit better, let's say, because there is not so much power in it. Then you take it to the other body, you add more power, you add more speed. Yes, it's overheating, but this is the issue of all the cameras. Canon, Nikon, Sony, they all would not be able to do the work. All those cameras will overheat. Sooner or later, they will do it. And they will probably do it at the same moment, same time almost, because they are not made for this craziness. You don't expect to buy this small camera and it will do everything without an issue or compromise, because it's a hybrid camera. If you know that your job is to shoot video in the wedding, for example, for the whole day long, buy a camera which is made for video only, primarily. Buy such a camera. Don't buy a photo camera. It's a nonsense. It makes no sense. Every camera will let you down. It really doesn't matter what brand it is. You can buy specialized tool from Canon, C8T or something like this. From Lumix, GH series, GH7. From Sony FX6, FX3, FX6 better in this case, I would say. From Nikon, I don't even know if they have it. You have red cameras, but you don't take red camera for weddings, come on. Or you don't take Arri Alexa for wedding. But there are tools, there are existing tools which can do the job. Or then you must think about it, how you will work with it. Take two bodies. One will overheat, the second one coming. But you might miss something. But okay, but don't put so much pressure on the companies to do physically impossible, at least physically impossible nowadays, when the data readout speed or record speed of data and the need of the speed and very fast readouts they will invent some new material, some new method how to save them, if they found how to reduce heat from the reading of the sensor. But really, is this a really issue? This is a problem that your expectation is an issue. You expect that the camera will do everything without a limitation, even though it's already limited. I don't know. It's like, would you put iPhone on the whole day shooting and then you say like, but it's overheating? Of course it will overheat. It will very probably overheat if you shoot with it all day long, especially when you will be holding in the hands or something. But no one has those expectations. Things are overheating. They have batteries inside. Also, so many things. And again, they are not specialized for video all day long. They are not special tools for video. They are hybrid tools for photo and video. The issue of the companies, what they are doing as an issue, as a marketing. We have 8K. We have this crazy open gate, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but you be careful, because it's not made primarily to shoot all day long. And then the wedding photographer is buying, a wedding shooter buying, it's like, it's overheating when there is 40, 50 degrees Celsius on direct sun. Son, it does. And it will never change unless you will buy a camera which is made for such environments. And this is not a hybrid camera from Lumix, I'm sorry. You can manage it with some tools, additional tools, but maybe it's better to buy something which is really specialized. Pitifully, Lumix doesn't have super specialized tool for this if you want a full frame. It has GH series, which just do the work for a good reason. It has a good body for the fact of very smaller sensors, which doesn't need, it doesn't overheat because of its limitations internal. It cannot, it's fast enough on smaller pieces. They can put the heat out a little bit better than the big ones. I don't know, guys. I know it's very popular on YouTube to do those things, but it doesn't help the brands, which cannot do anything about it. And actually, this is an issue of every single hybrid camera, every single one. If you put them all together, they will eventually die on heat, all of them, if you put them to some kind of limits, sooner or later. And I would say even Lumix is doing it the best out of all of those brands, yet it overheats, yes, because it's not made for the whole day shooting. It can hold a lot, depends on what series you take, but higher you go with your resolutions, data flow and whatsoever, the bigger the chance it overheats it is. It is. No one ever said it won't ever overheat. It's impossible. So forget about this topic. Knock it off. Think about it a little bit more realistically. Don't abandon a brand just because it doesn't do unrealistic things. And then more likely think, okay, if I need this, what tool I need? And maybe it's not for this brand from Lumix. Maybe it's from some other brand. That brand. That's life. That's life. They need to make things happen in other products. But those products are what they are, and they are really good. But they cannot do impossible. So don't think they might, because this is unrealistic. But this is repetition. I just wanted to stress it out because I have this topic in my head for a long time. Here you go. Think about it. Write in the comments below. Buy me a coffee if you want to support my channel. Read some articles also there. And yeah, see you next time. Thank you for watching.